Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Power of Your Mind podcast. I'm Victoria Gallagher, your host, and I'm here to inspire you to tap into the incredible power of your mind by helping you to understand the law of attraction, manifestation, hypnosis, affirmations, meditation, and all kinds of powerful tools that are designed to rewire your mindset and propel you toward success. Every week, we talk about proven strategies and approaches to empower you to manifest your dreams and achieve your best life. So, tune in every week and get inspired and discover how you can unlock the power of your mind. You're listening to episode number 321. 321 Unlocking the Subconscious Power unlocking your subconscious for powerful manifestation. Now, before we dive into today's episode, I want to just give you a quick reminder to be sure to subscribe to the Power of Your Mind podcast on your favorite platform so that you never miss an episode. Every episode is just another opportunity for you to get inspired and to transform your life. And if you're getting value out of listening to the Power of Your Mind podcast, you can support our podcast by leaving us a review, sharing the podcast with someone who could use a little inspiration, or by simply downloading and subscribing to my Believe Hypnosis app, which is available now in the app stores. So if you are new to me or this show, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Victoria Gallagher. I'm a best-selling author of Practical Law of Attraction and several other books. And I am a hypnotherapist for the last 25 years, a digital course creator and inspirational speaker, entrepreneur. And I specialize in helping people, especially business people, use the power of their minds to manifest success through practical strategies, including the law of attraction. I'm the creator of the new hypnosis app called Believe. We're almost 6 months old, and this app is designed to help you make powerful changes in your life using hypnotherapy and manifestation techniques. And I'm on a mission to help millions of people manifest their dreams by making hypnotherapy, meditation, and affirmations available to anyone. So be sure to download the Believe Hypnosis app, which gives you access to over 1,000 hypnosis sessions, affirmations, and meditations, which are all designed to help you achieve your dreams, goals, and desires. So let's get into today's episode, number 321. Unlock your subconscious mind for powerful manifestation. So before we get into how to unlock your mind with the subconscious mind, it's really important that you understand what is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is like a vast storage room in your brain where all of your past experiences, your memories, your skills, all your feelings are stored. And it operates mostly in the background underneath, so it's subconscious. So you've got your conscious mind. Conscious mind is everything you're aware of. You've got your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is all the things that you are unaware of. And if you think about it like this, anytime you become aware of something that was in the subconscious mind, now that you're aware of it, now you're using your conscious mind to analyze it and to make decisions about it. But you can't do that if it's in your subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is in the background and it's always influencing your behaviors behind the scenes without you even realizing it. So your reactions, any kind of information that you have without actively thinking about that, that is in your subconscious mind. When you can consciously think and make decisions, those things in the subconscious mind now you have more power and more access to using your mind the way that it was designed to be used. So the subconscious mind also works very automatically. Anytime you've ever had an automatic response, you react to something, that is all being influenced by your subconscious mind from the experiences that you've had, deep rooted beliefs. And it is also incredibly powerful in helping you to shape new habits, new beliefs, new behaviors without you having to think about it every time. This morning I was listening to You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, the late Bob Proctor. And he had a gentleman on there, John, I believe it was, and he was explaining it was in a really funny way. He was explaining how when you were first learning to drive a car, but he was talking about it in as a stick shift. And he was talking about all the things, and it was like he was going a million miles an hour. I could never repeat it, but it was just really interesting about all the things you had to think about consciously. But as you do that over and over and over again, it just becomes a subconscious habit. So you don't even have to think about it anymore. And that's how powerful the subconscious mind really is. So it really helps you to shape your habits. It helps you to shape your behaviors without having to directly be aware of these things. And that is why techniques like hypnosis are so valuable when it comes to making any kind of significant changes in your life, because hypnosis taps into this hidden yet very influential part of your mind. Just a couple differences between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind so that you understand. So the subconscious mind is always I'm sorry, let me start with the conscious mind because I always like to kind of give you a little bit better of an understanding coming from that point of view. So the conscious mind is about 10% of your thinking. Some people might say it's 1%, some people might say it's 5%, but let's just say it is the smallest part of your mind. And yet most people try to make changes using their conscious mind. And it doesn't usually last very long because the conscious mind wasn't really intended for lasting change. The subconscious mind is where you go to program lasting change. The conscious mind has its own job to worry about. The conscious mind is analyzing, it's reasoning, it's using logic, it's planning, it's making decisions, it's focusing, it's judging, it's where you learn new things. And then the subconscious mind, that's where all of your feelings are. That is where you have all of your old memories. You never, ever forget anything. It's always stored right in your subconscious mind. It is where all of your automatic habits, even your autonomic nervous system, your eyes blinking, your blood flow, your heart beating, your blood pressure, all of the things that just happen and take care of your body, that's all handled at the subconscious. It's where all of your beliefs are stored. Any belief, and if you don't think you have beliefs, you definitely do. Every single experience that you've ever had in your life, all of your memories is all stored there, and it's creating your perception of how the world works. So if you don't think you have beliefs, think about who are you going to vote for the president? What do you believe about religion? What do you believe about is the men's role or the women's role in society? These are things that will tell you, yes, you definitely do have beliefs about things. You have beliefs about money, you have beliefs about your body, you have beliefs about your image, you have beliefs about other people. So we definitely all have beliefs, and our beliefs are typically running the show and telling us what we can do and what we can't do. And just a couple other aspects of our subconscious, that's where your intuition comes from, is your subconscious. So whenever you get some kind of a new idea or an insight to take action on, hey, maybe I should do that. You get a crazy idea about something, or If you notice that something just doesn't feel right to you, that's your intuition that comes from your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is also protecting you. And that's one of the reasons why it's very difficult to just snap your fingers and make a change. Because if you were able just to make these changes flippantly, you could interfere with some very important things that are going on in that subconscious mind. So it's always protecting you. It's always wanting to keep everything the same. And it's also where your habits are stored, and it is also the imaginative part of your mind. So it's very, very powerful. Now, it has such an impact on manifestation for obvious reasons. The subconscious mind influences all of your manifestation efforts because of all the deep-seated programming. And when the content in your subconscious mind, when your thoughts, when your feelings, when your unconscious habits, when your unconscious behaviors, when you are aligned with what it is that you consciously desire. So you have to, that really manifesting, if you think about it, is aligning your conscious desire, your conscious beliefs, your conscious thoughts, your conscious feeling, your I'm sorry, I'm saying conscious, I'm meaning subconscious. It's aligning your subconscious desire, feelings, your subconscious behaviors, your subconscious habits, all of that, your beliefs, your thoughts. It's aligning all of that with your conscious desires. And that is how you ultimately manifest. It requires a collaboration of both the conscious and the subconscious mind. Now, I also believe there's a third party involved. We're not getting into that third party. The third party has to do with the super conscious. We're not going to talk about that. We're really today just going to be talking about reprogramming the subconscious mind so that it works better for you, to help you to reinforce the beliefs that you need to have, the actions that you need to have toward achieving your goals, and effectively automating the behaviors that you need to have, the attitudes that you need to have. Another little word that I heard today, or a phrase that I heard today, is, and it just kind of reiterates something that I've said many times myself, but I haven't in a while. And that is that the law of attraction, which is the principle by which we manifest things, the law of attraction does not respond to what you want. The law of attraction responds to who you are. So if your subconscious mind is carrying negative beliefs that are contrary to what it is that you want, those beliefs are who you are. And those beliefs are shaping how you behave, how you act. It's so that is ultimately what you are creating. And if your beliefs are triggering feelings of self-doubt, fear, procrastination, then this is a misalignment. And this is usually where people self-sabotage all of their conscious efforts because of the underlying negative programming, which prevents successful manifestation. That is why reprogramming the subconscious mind using hypnosis with positive beliefs, meditation, and changing your beliefs is absolutely essential in order for you to be able to manifest. So let's talk a little bit about beliefs. How did these beliefs even get there? We talked a little bit about the fact that you have them, and this is really a study that you should think about when it comes to your manifestations. What do I really believe deep down inside about my ability to manifest this? Do I really believe that? And what you're going to find is if you have not manifested it, then there's still something inside of you that is incongruent with what it is that you really want. Otherwise, you would be there. And it also sometimes, maybe it is already there, that belief, and it does take a little bit of time once you change the belief in order for everything to kind of start to unfold. So there's a couple of things that you could be not believing yet in your desire manifesting, or maybe you have shifted your belief finally and you're sitting in that kind of funky vortex place where it's like, okay, I believe this, I do believe it, and now everything needs to kind of shift around. It just takes a little while for the universe to move things around to ultimately bring you closer to your goals. Once you believe something, it's like, "Oh, yeah, now I need to take these actions. Now I know exactly where I'm going, what I need to do. I have all the clarity." So that is kind of how it works. But it's important to understand, like, where did these beliefs even come from? These beliefs may have originated, and usually they originate really, really early on in your life, 4 to 6 years old, 8 years old, during the time when you were growing up and you heard your family making statements about money is the root of all evils, or you're never going to amount to anything, or whatever it is that they might have told you. Parents say things very, without negative intention necessarily, but they don't realize the power of their words and the influence they can have over your subconscious mind. With you just having this conscious mind, the subconscious mind just completely open, all of these things that get said to you just go in completely unfiltered. And these deep seated beliefs are what shape our perception of reality. We're inundated with all of these past experiences telling us that we are not able to manifest certain things. Or, you have all these people saying, oh, the law of attraction isn't real, it doesn't work. And then you have this conflict between, well, does it work? I haven't actually seen any evidence in my life of it working yet. And all these people over here tell me that it doesn't work. Maybe all these people over there that say that they're using the law of attraction, maybe it's just a coincidence. And so then you can get stuck in having this perception of your reality and your ability to manifest your desires because of all of these past experiences. So the best thing to do is really before if you're having trouble manifesting, it's really important that you get in touch and identify what are my limiting beliefs that might be blocking my manifestation. So the way that I suggest that you do that is you just think about one goal that you're looking at manifesting. Don't try to manifest the world and everything. Just keep it simple. Focus on one thing. Put all 100% of your focus on the one thing that would make the biggest shift in your life. Maybe it's that new business that you want to create. I mean, think about all the things that if you were successful in your business, that would run off to. Or maybe you don't care about that. Maybe it's about having that relationship and that solid foundation with a special person in your life. Or maybe it's about getting your health in the best shape ever. Whatever it is, just really put a lot of focus on that particular area. And then begin to ask yourself, what do I believe about this? And you might even need a hypnosis session just to help you to tap into your subconscious mind. You may have some subconscious beliefs that you don't even realize. And to unearth those unearth those limiting beliefs, you want to tap into the subconscious mind through hypnosis. You can do that through going to a hypnotherapist. I have some hypnosis sessions in my Believe app that can help you to get in touch with those limiting beliefs and even help you to change and transform those limiting beliefs into beliefs that are more empowering and that will work for you. But you know, just taking some quiet time for yourself. This is the most important work you will ever do when it comes to manifesting is really to get in touch with whatever it is inside of you that is preventing you. And that's another point to touch on is that it is inside of you. It's not anything external to you that is preventing you from achieving your dreams. It's not the government, it's not your boss, it's not your friends, it's not your family, it's not your spouse, it's not what's going on in the world, it's not interest rates, it's not anything that is out there, although sometimes it seems that way. But if you allow the outside circumstances to dictate what you can and cannot do, guess what? You will never be able to manifest your dreams because there's always going to be, if you have the belief that something out there is preventing you from getting what it is that you want, then that is like a mentality that's going to prevent you from, you can't do anything about that. Like, what can you actually do about interest rates right now? What can you do about the stock market? What can you do about the job market? There's nothing that you can do to change the situation that is going on outside of you. So the only thing that you can control is what is going on inside of you. So the good news is that you are responsible. The good news is that when you realize that you have the power inside of you to create any reality you choose, no matter what circumstance or situation you are in. It all starts with just taking little small steps to continue to better yourself. You're not necessarily going to be able to, if you have a goal ultimately to go from here to Z, from A, you're at point A and you want to go all the way to Z, whatever that is. Let's just say that you want to go from, you're working at a fast food restaurant, and you're making minimum wage, and you want to go from there to having a multi-million dollar empire in the personal growth arena, whatever that is. Well, you're not going to like develop that overnight. So, what is your point B? What is the next step? You can always elevate to the next step. And that's one of the crucial things to understand about manifesting is that there are different steps involved in the process. You've got to better yourself and get yourself into a platform in which you're able to, from there, launch into the next thing and the next thing after that. So that's just another important tool to understand. Now, let's get into reprogramming the subconscious mind. We've talked a little bit about beliefs, and one of the key beliefs I want you to take away from this is I am responsible for creating my results. That is a key belief. And what can you do to now, with that information, how can you change your results? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to change your subconscious mind because that is where everything starts from. The subconscious mind will pretty much handle helping you to see what is my next step? What is my next step after that? What is my next step after that? Because the subconscious mind, it acts upon the information like a computer. It's very unpersonal. It's not personal. It doesn't like sit there and say, well, because you've tried so hard, well, because you want this so badly, I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. It's not like a personal thing. It's wiring. It's it's like it's matching system. So it's matching whatever details are in your brain. So if you have these negative thoughts that are constantly running on autopilot, 90% of which are on negative, and 90% of which are stemming from the past, guess what's going to happen? You're going to continue to recreate the past on autopilot from the thoughts that are sitting there running the show. They're running your life. So how can you change that? How can you use that to your advantage? And one of the ways that you can use that to your advantage without even getting into hypnosis, before we even get into hypnosis, is simply by using positive affirmations. So what want you to do is I want you to actually start listening for these negative affirmations that you're giving yourself. I can't do it. It's too hard. What if I don't make it? What if I don't succeed? All of these negative things that you might be telling yourself that are sabotaging your ability to move forward and take action and to feel good and to get what you want and to it takes work to do that. It's so much easier and so much more comfortable just to stay stuck, just to stay in that funk. And you can do that if you want to. I had an opportunity today to do that myself. I had a situation that annoyed me and irritated me and took me out of my high vibe for a little while this morning. And I decided while I was going for a walk this morning to actually turn on my own app and use some of the affirmations. I'm like, I'm just going to listen to these affirmations. And of course, I say in the affirmations, you can listen to these or you can repeat them. So I chose to repeat them as I was out there. And guess what? Within a half an hour of listening to two back-to-back affirmation sessions, I was feeling pretty good about myself. And I was feeling like, okay, we've conquered this. And so that's what you can do when it's not practical for you to just go into a hypnosis state, is you can use affirmations. I want you to create your own affirmations. I want you to take some of those negative thoughts that come up and I want you to flip them around. Whenever you hear yourself say something like, I am not good enough, you can just flip that around to say, you know what? I am good enough. I do deserve success. I am worthy of achieving my goals. I have enough time. I choose to create enough time for this. I am capable of learning anything I need to learn in order to figure this out. I can figure anything out. I am amazing. And before you know it, as you say these things, as you say them, but addressing some of the negative thoughts and saying them in a positive, present way, you are going to be rewiring your brain to think differently. You're going to rewire your brain really to catch yourself because the more you take that one thought, and whenever that one thought comes into your mind and you decide, I'm going to say this instead, boom, you're going to be rewiring your brain to every time that thought comes up, you're now going to be on to the new thought. So that's one thing you can do to reprogram the subconscious mind. The next most powerful technique, one of my favorite techniques, is visualization. The power of mental imagery is amazing. It it's because of the fact that the subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. The parts of the brain that are responsible for remembering things and the parts of the brain that are responsible for imagining, so remembering how it is or how it was, and the part of your brain that is responsible for imagining, they fire off together. They work simultaneously. And so it doesn't know whether you're remembering something or you're imagining something. That's what I mean by the brain doesn't know, the subconscious mind doesn't know what the difference is between what's real and imagined. These two signals, they work at the same way. So you could be remembering something or you could be imagining the future. It doesn't matter. The fire is the exact same way. So as you visualize success, what you're doing is you're creating kind of like new memories. You're creating a new belief in your subconscious mind. Oh, I've done this before. I've have this already. And then it has to do whatever is in its power to continue to recreate the situation, to create the cells, to create the cellular memory. And then when it has that cellular memory, it's going to send you all kinds of information that's more in alignment with this new memory. And you are ultimately flooding the subconscious mind with these new memories by doing this mental rehearsal and reinforcing this, subconscious mind with these new memories. So then the other thing that is super powerful in programming the subconscious mind is meditation. And what meditation does is by sitting and meditating and doing just a mindfulness meditation, for example, you actually are able to get in touch and become aware of some of your subconscious thoughts and some of your subconscious patterns. And so as you become more aware of these subconscious thoughts and patterns, guess what? You're able to take those and ponder them and think, why do I think that way? And is this really the way that I want to think? And is this way of thinking getting me closer to my goal or is it pushing me further away from my goal? And it again, it's what you become conscious of that you can change. So as you root these ideas and this awareness out of your subconscious thought patterns, you can actually begin to change them in that moment, while you're in that alpha state, you can turn them around. It's like, oh, I'm thinking this. And then now you can visualize yourself in a state of meditation. You can say these affirmations in a state of meditation, and you can begin to turn that around. And then finally, we have hypnosis and self hypnosis. So, hypnosis is just a heightened state of suggestibility, and it is the most powerful tool that you have at your disposal for directly influencing the subconscious mind. All you need to do is go into a deep state of relaxation. You can, simply by commanding the body to relax, commanding the mind to relax. Takes about 5 or 10 minutes to get yourself into a deep state of hypnosis using some relaxing imagery. And then you can directly influence the subconscious mind with the new empowering affirmations and suggestions that are, and the visualization to help you to become and see yourself as the person who is in alignment with the goal that you want to manifest. So all of these are great tools, but they don't work unless you actually use them. And so I want to talk about a little bit of some practical ideas just to understand how to use and apply all of these. Everything that I've talked about when it comes to affirmations, meditation, self-hypnosis, visualization, I would suggest that you create a daily practice so that you can begin to change the subconscious patterns. Understand that, there's always going to be negative programming there. It's never going to entirely go away. However, you are going to begin to change some of the subconscious patterns, and that those new subconscious patterns are going to be the ones that are going to be more readily available. They're going to be more at your disposal because they're the newer memories that are there. And those are the newer ones that are going to be influencing your life because they're just more recent. So the more recent the information, the more you have access to it. Also, the more emotional you are about that, the more access you're going to have to that. So something that really, really deeply impacted you from the past that still has an emotional hold on you, that could still be influencing you, even though it happened way long ago. So we want to inundate the subconscious mind with really good feelings. And as you say these things to yourself, as you program your mind, you want to do this in a state of positive feelings. You want to get into the habit of noticing your feelings. Am I feeling numb? Am I feeling neutral? Am I feeling really happy? And really capitalize on whenever you are feeling good. That would be an ideal time to say your affirmations when you're in a state of gratitude, when you're feeling good, when something amazing just happened. So, but the point is, get into the habit of doing this daily. It's so important for you to be consistent. Consistency is the key to success when you're working with the subconscious mind, and also practicing patience. And when I say patience, I don't mean just like tapping your finger, waiting for it to come. I mean, like really practicing just kind of letting go and trusting and knowing that everything is going to happen in due time, that you are doing the right thing by consistently programming your mind, by consistently changing your thought patterns. And then another way to really support your growth here with your subconscious mind to really see the progress that you've made is to begin journaling. Journaling is so powerful. So after each session of meditation or hypnosis or affirmation, just take some time to journal about your thoughts, journal about maybe how I was feeling, how I'm feeling now, and that way you can like notice the progress that you have been making all along. And so that's essentially how you reprogram the subconscious mind. This is a long-term process. There's nothing in life that, is just like an overnight. Programming the mind does ultimately take some time, especially if you're dealing with any negative beliefs that have been plaguing you. But doing it at a subconscious level works so, so much faster than trying to do everything at the conscious level of mind. And that is the point of this, is unlocking the subconscious mind, which has all of your beliefs and all of your emotions and all of your behaviors and habits stored, and going in on a consistent basis and reprogramming that. And as you do that, you're going to change your life. You're going to see sustained success in your manifesting efforts, not just short-term success, but sustained success. You're changing who you are. You have this powerful tool at your disposal, your own mind. And so by exploring and adjusting and changing your subconscious mind, you're not just sitting here daydreaming about the life that you want. Although it's fine to daydream, but this is going deeper than that. You are actively programming, you're actively moving toward it. Every single small effort that you make counts. And over time, all of these efforts that you're making to change your mind is going to result in a significant change in your life. So it asks you to believe so much in your ability to make these changes. You have everything that you need right inside of you, right inside of your brain, right inside of your mind. You have control of this. You can start making a difference in your life today. So I want you to promise yourself, promise me that you are going to take that first step and you're going to keep going, and just watch. Watch as the magic unfolds and your goals begin to become your reality. Your goals are going to line up with who you are at the deepest level. Okay, you got that? You've got this. So, as we close out today's episode of the Power of Your Mind podcast, I just want to remind you to subscribe. Excuse me. Subscribe to the Power of Your Mind podcast on your favorite platform so that you never miss out on a weekly dose of inspiration and empowerment. And if you found value in today's conversation, please take a moment to leave us a review. I would be so grateful because your feedback not only supports our work, but it also helps so many others to discover the transformative power of their own minds. And please don't forget to download my app, my Believe Hypnosis app. This is going to give you access to all these wonderful tools and techniques at your disposal, hypnosis, meditations, affirmations, everything that I've talked about. It's all centered around manifestation. So if you've been listening to this episode, this is for you because this is obviously something that you want, and this is going to help to further enhance your journey to success. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Keep believing in yourself. Keep believing in the power to change your life. I'm Victoria Gallagher. I'm the Law of Attraction hypnotist. And until next time, keep exploring the power of your mind and happy manifesting. Bye for now.